Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Danielle, and I will be your host as we discuss Infinite Cosmic Records. Today, we have a very special guest with us, Yarimar, and she is the co-author in an upcoming book, Infinite Cosmic Records, with Rada Publishing House. Welcome. How are you?
I am so grateful to be here, Danielle.
I'm grateful to be here with you as well.
Thank you so much. I'm a little nervous, but I am ready to share with you my experience and have a great time.
Oh, we're already having a good time. And you know what? I'll be honest, I get nervous too. And I have to say, everybody's experience is a little different. So before we get started with the Infinite Cosmic Records journey, could you let our viewers know where you're from and where you're currently located?
Well, I am from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
I born and raised in Puerto Rico in a rural place. I love animals and trees and always, in a cozy rural zone. Now I recently moved to Rochester and now I'm starting another chapter in my life. So I am really excited to keep in touch with you guys.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, congratulations on your new journey. So could you tell us a little bit about Infinite Cosmic Records and from your perspective, what is that? If you could just describe a little bit about it.
Infinite Cosmic Records for me is an opportunity to step out of your comfort zone and try something new that you don't have any expectations. And for the first time in my life, I really opened myself to something new. And I experienced a lot of things that we hide in all our memory, in places, in the time zone that you didn't know. And it was really helpful for me in this journey to learn a lot of myself and be more patient and be more open to different experience and different tools that we can use as helpful for our spiritual journey.
That's beautiful. So when you were led into the Infinite Cosmic Records by Maya, what did you set out as your intention before going through the process?
Oh, well, my intention was, first of all, I was sick with COVID.
Oh, I'm glad you're better.
So I told Maya that day, and she quickly gave me some natural medicine routine or ritual with some oils, and I did it, and it was so helpful. I feel so better like in 2 or 3 days. So I just said, well, even though I'm going to do that, I'm going to try the cosmic record. And my intention was I really want to develop more consciousness and more awareness and try to be less judgmental with myself, with my own experience, so that way I can be more open in my regular career and with my self-love, self-confidence.
That's so beautiful. And you know what? I feel like a lot of people could certainly relate to that. And so I just want to thank you for your vulnerability and the self-awareness to know that that was an intention that would lead you to move forward. So when you went into that state of having the intention and you dropped into the session with Maya, what did it feel like for you as you were going through the journey?
Before or on that moment?
So yeah, so she'd guide you through the process, and as you're going through the doorways, like because there's everybody's got a different perspective. So you might have one door or multiple doorways that you go through. And as you were going through the experience, she was walking you through it. What did you feel from that experience?
Um, in my own experience, I really feel I was in a trance.
Oh,
Yes, my voice turned a little robotic, and the time was like not the same time out
yeah.
of that moment. It's like time stopped, and I've been on a journey in a different dimension.
Right. Do
So,
you do you feel like you were in the past, present, or future?
wow, that's a good question. Well, sometimes I feel like I was in the past,
Okay.
and sometimes I felt like probably we all been there before and we are on the past
Mm-hmm.
now.
Right.
So for me, time is something like I can be talking about that because sometimes I feel if I lived that before, probably I just been in the past now and that is my future.
Right. And
But
they
in
all,
regular terms, sometimes I feel like a really antique past. Like, mm,
that's amazing. Could you give us a little bit of a sneak peek on what you experiences? Tell us about your doorways and what healing, or if you had a healing through these timelines that you went through in the doorways. If you could tell us which one is helping you currently in this lifetime.
well, I get through 3 doors and I can tell you all the doors are helping me with
Oh.
my intention too.
Mhm.
And on 3, because the first one was more like love your patience. Like I love to dance, I love to write, and I love to communicate with other nationalities and other different cultures and learn about it. And sometimes I was quite shy or I didn't feel confident to, trying to speak with different culture or just to share. So sometimes we turn off our lights and we stop doing our passions. So that's for me the first one. It's
Oh,
like, what about you, again, be that girl that loves to dance, that loves to create.
I love that.
Yes, second one, it was more for me like don't feel ashamed just because you believe in other dimensions. I see a alien there. It's not the first time I see one in the physical or in the meditation, on a meditation state. I call him my guru. And probably 6 months back, I never going to tell and speak loud about that. And so that makes me feel more comfortable. I really feel like helps me. And all the things that I want to create, how I want my environment. I want plants, I want be in nature, I want to learn about plants, nature, and I want to relate better with Gaia.
Yeah.
So
Whew,
it was
that's
helpful too. Probably because we sometimes run with this pilot mode and we forget how to connect with nature. We forget how sometimes superficial things disconnect us with our own roots.
oh yeah.
And that was so helpful too for me. And the third door was most important for me because I always feel attracted to magic. I always talk about Merlin, Arthur, that kind of stories. And I get myself on a really, really cold weather, and I get in this house. It was snowing with that wolf as a partner, and I get in this old man house, and he was doing magic, and he was making me smile loud. So my dad noticed and feel my energy at that moment, and she's like, I can feel your energy. You're smiling, you're laughing, and it was so magical. It really
Oh,
was.
that's
And
beautiful.
yeah, that is like, don't feel unapologetically with your magic, trying to beat you. And he remembered me, then never forget my dream to move to Canada, to move to, a place
Yeah.
that so it was amazing and still being amazing.
Yeah. So it sounds like it was very healing for you in many ways. Yeah.
And still, yes,
Ongoing. Yeah. Oh, I'm so
yes.
happy that you had such a breakthrough. That's pretty phenomenal. So what was your overall feeling and experience that you had with Maya the shaman? Did you did you feel supported, or how did you feel as her being the conduit of this modality that she created to walk you down that journey?
It's really it was really comfortable because I feel like I know her life from years, and
Aw,
she always been the self like patient because I was really insecure. Like,
okay.
like you want me to you want me to write, and that is gonna be wait, are you popular? Oh my god, I didn't do a full research about yourself. You are popular. It's like international. And she was like, you are good enough, you can do this, and go. It was so supportive, and she challenged me
Aw,
to get
I
out
love
of my
that.
yes.
And that's huge. We need that right now in life for people, to feel empowered and get outside your comfort zone, because that's how we're going to change the world and, be these magic beings that we know we are. So I'm really proud of you. And I think this is a beautiful experience. It sounds like, at least from what I'm hearing. So, would you recommend that, going through the journey of infinite cosmic records to another person, and how would you explain your testimony to them?
I feel like a person who is ready to be open to new experience and try new things that help them with their spiritual journey, their memories, and all those different tools. If they don't going to read about this and understand. So this is an experience that you need to try. If
Mhm.
you are in that part of your journey, then you are not judgmental, and you are not trying to just know everything before it happened. That is
Right.
perfect experience for you. Yes, I highly recommend it.
Beautifully said. And I really appreciate your perspective. I think it's going to help a lot of people. If you were to, well, when you started actually writing the chapter, how supported did you feel during the process and your creative um, journey?
It was like I feel 10 pounds less.
Oh,
I feel like it was helpful to learn about my history, to learn my progress, about how I used to think about my parents, my family, my struggle, and how I can acknowledge my progress now and things that I'm still need to work on. So it helped me a lot. It was really a healing experience too. It was like a plus. But at first, after my first page, it was like, oh my God, I'm going back again. So yeah, it's a helpful tool because it was the part that I really feel out of my comfort zone. I struggle a little. Yeah, I procrastinate.
So Rada Publishing House is really good at making sure that you stayed on track.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, they're pretty supportive. And I talked to quite a few of the authors, and they generally have very positive things to say. And so it's always refreshing to know that everybody gets the same support. So I'm really happy that you were able to, you know, reach outside your comfort zone and be a co-author. This is amazing. Um, Now everybody has a few life lessons to learn. So could you share maybe one or two that you've learned and how it's made you the person you are today?
Okay, we are talking about the cosmic records.
Yes,
Or
I mean, you could correlate it into what you're learning through the infinite cosmic records, but everyone has, you know, a lesson that they've learned on their journey. And as you've gone through the process with Maya, having experienced the infinite cosmic records session, what lesson have you learned, and how has it make you a better person now versus before the session?
well, first of all, be teachable.
Okay.
It was my lesson. Always be teachable, no matter what is your professional career title, no matter what is your social status, always be teachable. Because I remember when I start writing and I always get panicked, I test her, hey, what about if you probably do an interview? It can be FaceTime or just using the voice, so that way I can just keep the writing stuff. It's like, no, just keep trying. and and really, when I get the work done, it was like, it was really helpful. Thanks God. I didn't convince her. So always being teachable is a lesson that I keep on my heart. And now I know I'm always going to be a student, no matter what achievement I went through. I'm going to always be teachable. That's my first
Beautiful.
lesson. Um, I'm going to say three. So the second lesson is don't be so hard with yourself. Try
Mm,
new things. Love yourself enough to just go through your fears and try new things and be patient with your journey. So that is an important lesson. I always was so hard with myself. So that's the second. And the number third is try always with plant new things. Learn something with a old woman, old men, rural people about plants, about Gaia, about how you can help with natural medicine, natural remedies. And that opened a door for me to be more interested about it. So yes, try natural.
that's so beautiful. Thank you for your vulnerability and your sharing, you know, your journey and the lessons you've learned. It's going to be an amazing chapter, and I'm very excited to read it myself and to have everyone else read it when it comes out next year. So before we get going, I do want the viewers to know, know what you have coming up or how they might be able to contact you. And I would certainly link the information down below, but if you could share with us what you're currently working on and where we can find you.
Well, I am working on spiritual based career on counseling and coaching,
Okay.
and I didn't start yet. But if somebody feel comfortable with my story and want a hint just to feel a little more guidance or ask
Mm.
question, you can find me on Nera is my Facebook. I start a new Facebook just for spiritual topics. So probably I can share with you in chat so that way you can use it.
Yeah, we'll go ahead
So
and link the information down below after when we get this interview up, but I will definitely make sure they know how to contact you. Um, and thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure. You're huge bright light in this world. I know you're going to do some amazing things and already are. So thank you again for sharing your testament with Infinite Cosmic Records. And we'll be releasing the information down below. And everybody have a good evening. Thank you. It was nice talking to
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.